All right, so hopefully yours looks something like this. I'm actually halfway through. I did the first one, which is active child, um, the white, which is, I can't pronounce it. I think it's uh, Solera. I'm not sure. But I did the right eye, so it should look something like that. I'm going to do the black one now, or the left one, just so you can see how I do it. So here we go. First, I'm going to choose one of my active objects. It doesn't matter which one. I'll start with active 4. First thing I do is let's name it. So I'm going to do the child, whatever that is, left. So I'm going to rename it as child underscore SCLERA underscore left, because I already did the right. And then I'm going to set the position and the size. So first, the X position is a 32, or sorry, the position is 256, 165. So 256, 165. The height and width are 32 by 32, so that's already set. And then I need to actually change the way that it looks because I don't want diamond eyes. So I double click on it, and you'll notice I have an image that's a little too large, so you can name your window or make your window bigger or just kind of change the size of the actual object. So I'll zoom in a little bit. I'm going to clear it. I'm going to use the elliptic tool, and once again, it does say to make it static and make it white. So, and then also the hotspot needs to be on the top left. So let's first change make the image. So right now my image is black, so I need to change the foreground to white. And then I need to use the elliptic tool. Same thing, 0, 0, come all the way across. Looks like this. And then, so here's my white. I need to now change the hotspot to the top left. So now I have top left. Here's my image. It's white, hotspot top left, named it correctly, have the right position, press OK. And there's my other eye. Actually, I think I forgot to change the hotspot on this one. Yeah, hotspot needs to be top left. All of them top left. And the white back here, also top left. Everything needs to be top left. There we go. So that is the left one. Now let me edit this one as well. So this is the pupil. So here we go. X position is 263. And the Y position is 178. The width and height are 16 by 16. There's my pupil. Let me double click on it. Let's clear the object. Might as well set this top left first. Now I'll go to the elliptic tool. Before I fill it, though, I'm going to make it not white, but black. So I need to choose a black color and press OK. Oops, I forgot I have to actually make the eye. 0, 0, and press OK. So now we have two eyes. Look just like that. So let me double check they're all correct. Filled in, black, with the hotspot top left. Okay. Same thing with this one. Quick move, top left. There it is, black filled in. So I have both of those. And I believe my object is off here. X should be 263, 178. So 263, 178. There we go. And this one should be correct as well. This is 360, 181. So 360, 181. So make sure they're correct. Mine are still off. There we go. You have to go through and just make sure that they're all correct hotspots and correct locations. So when you're done, you should be able to go through each of these, double check the positions, height, width, make sure they're in the correct locations. They're really easy to accidentally move, so just keep that in mind. And once again, these are the absolute positions that we're going to be dealing with. So make sure they match the table and they look like this and everything is labeled correctly. Then we'll move on to the next piece. Okay, next we're going to be inserting a new object called the child nose. It will be active, and then we need to set the size to 55 by 55 and make it this position. So click on the back of your frame, go to Insert, New Object, Active Object, anywhere. Let's put it right here because it eventually will be a nose. And then we'll go ahead and change it to these and check it with mine, see if it looks the same. Okay, so I inserted the object. I need to change the 5 to 55 by 55. So 55 by 55. I need to make sure change the X and Y location. So 295 and 230. So 295 is the X, 230 is the Y. So now on my canvas or inside my frame, I have the object, the active object. Active just means it can be moved around. So I need to have that. And then looks like I need to open the image editor and clear the canvas. So let me double click on it, or you can right click on it, either way. Actually, I think you can do it this way. Edits, there we go. Check it out. So let me zoom out a little bit. And then, so there it is, set the foreground color. Oh, let me clear the canvas. So open the object, clear the canvas, set the background, foreground color to a color similar to the skin tone. So since mine's green, I'm gonna let mine be kind of a different color green. Maybe go bright green. And then, where am I at? Oh, it says slightly darker, so it will contrast well. I'm gonna do slightly lighter because I am a designer and I can do what I want. So close the zoom, choose the zoom slider to make it so you can see it. Click on the brush tool option. So the brush tool is this one right here. Remember, not the line tool. We're talking about the brush tool. And then it says that you need to create a solid line and make sure this pixel size set to 3 pixels with opacity 100. So let me change this to 3 and opacity 100. So keep that, make sure it looks like that. And you can play around and make something, but I'm going to delete that right after undo. Just check and make sure that it looks like that. Okay, next it says click and drag in a nose profile similar to the one shown in figure 8.5. If you're not happy with the shape, press Ctrl Z to undo the combination. So you don't need to make it exactly like they have. In fact, be creative. This is what the nose looks like here, but I'm gonna make mine slightly different. Let's do something like this. So that's really bad. Let me redo this. Nose. In fact, I'm gonna make it look something like this. So there's the nose. And you can make it however you want to, but there's my nose, and actually I'm happy with that. So you can do Control Z and redo as much as you want, and press OK to close the image editor and update the object. So it looks like this. Boom, there's my nose. Then it says insert a new active object again. So click on the background, which is once again called the canvas. Go to Insert New Object, and it says insert a new active object anywhere in the frame and call it mouth child. So a new active object, click anywhere down here, it'll probably be there. So let's call this object child, child mouth. And size to 140 by 40. So let's come back to our size. Let's do 140 by 40. And the location needs to be 300, 300. So there's our mouth, and we're going to once again change the way that it looks. So open the object in the image editor. Oops. So edits. Let's clear the canvas one more time. And this time I'm going to make my canvas window a little bit larger, so we can actually see the whole thing. There it is. And once again, you can use the zoom if it kind of looks funny. Now, set the foreground color to a color appropriate for lips. So instead of green lips, since we're already going crazy, let's do blue lips. Make it look like they're cold. So set the foreground color to a color appropriate for lips and the skin tone you have chosen. And then use the shape tool. So the shape tool looks, I believe this one right here. Let me find out. Oops. Shape tool, this one right here. So I'll click on that. And then it says click on the filled button. Make sure it's filled. We don't just want an outline. And then click and drag to draw a mouth. So if you kind of want to see what it looks like, watch this. If I kind of do something like this, it'll fill it in for me. So that's not a good mouth. So let's draw, I don't know what mouths look like. Something like this. Oops, I went too low, so that's not going to work. Undo. You'll probably have to do it a few times. You know what? Let's do this, a squiggly mouth. I can't draw very well. It's a monster anyway. There we go. There's my mouth. And then once you're done with that, make sure it says tool automatically connects starting the ending points to create a closed shape. A closed shape like this, notice how it has an outline without actual holes in it. So press OK. And there's my mouth. Now, What we're going to be doing next is making sure that these objects don't do anything. Because check this out. If I press, it's probably going to mess it up completely. If I actually run the frame right now, what will happen is I can, with my arrow keys, move my background around. But you'll notice my child objects don't move with the parent. So my parent is the background image, but my child doesn't move. So I don't want that. I want to make sure that they move together. So in the next video, we're going to actually be figuring out how to keep the child and essentially attach them to the parent. So that comes in the next video.